Nuzlocke. We know them, we love them. You catch them on, you name them, and you try not to kill them. And to be honest, we usually do. So what if I, someone notorious for failing Nuzlocke, decided to make it even harder? Welcome to my Luck Lock, where I get to catch a new Pokemon if Lady Luck lets me. So, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna be honest for a moment. I didn't get it the first run. Not even the second or third. But I was determined to get this done, regardless of how horrible those first 3 runs went. But run number 4 was where I finally found my footing. We all know the story of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Concussion Sheep, Monkey the Monkey, kebabs, waste of time, prison break, government-mandated manslaughter. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Best girl, a quick train ride, and boom! Hey, where'd that bird come from? The wild area is a big selling point of the game, and in a normal run, it was fine. But it is a saving grace during my Luck Lock. I grab a Ralts and... oh wait, I forgot to do the luck part. 1 second. Until my chat activates a reflip. Oh yeah, to tip my terrible luck back into something more reasonable, there was a reward that my Twitch chat could redeem in order to give me a second chance. So I reflipped and... boom! We got Arthur the Ralts. And to continue my good fortune of the moment, I also snagged a Vulpix I named Terry that has a massive loophole I fully intend to abuse. One required funny joke later, I accidentally ran face first into my biggest running joke across my entire streaming channel. It's mostly about Pokemon fighting, but if it's about other things, it's about other things. Who am I to really judge? I'm just the chairman. I'm not in charge of anything, but you're the chairman. You're in charge of everything. That's right, random citizen. I am the chairman, and I am in charge of everything. Imagine that's just the chairman's whole shtick. He's like, man, my hands are tied. I don't make the rules here. But you do. That's right, I do. And then he just walks away without giving you an actual answer. And after that, I go back to get a new... alright? Or a new... alright, nothing here. But hey, these two got bigger. In the first set of mines, I was allowed to catch, but I wasn't thrilled by my options. But this game was full of surprises, because Gary here is about to become an icon for us. My monkey beats up a... guy? And I went to Route 4. Didn't like my options here either, so I decided to take my chances and go into a random encounter, and... yeah, it didn't go well. I grind a bit, get a sheep concussion, and then it's time for Gym 1. But I got Terry, so it was kind of a given. And just like that, I got the first little badge for a weird little, ring thing. On to Route 5, I get to catch and find a Farfetch'd, hoping to evolve it into a Surfetch'd, but... alright, Peck is only 35, but is that gonna kill it? Surely not, right? And it's dead. Cool. Not my best moment. Also on Route 5, there is a gift Pokemon, so I made a deal with my chat. I would just do a normal coin flip, and if I win, I get the Toxel, so... welcome to the team, Vibe the Toxel. On to the Water Town. I know it has a name, but come on. And after being allowed a Chinchou I named Freya, I breezed through Nessa's water gym. I mean, I have Monkey. What was she gonna do? Next we go to the second set of mines, and with 2 coin flips, thank you chat, we snag Squeegee the Shellos, who is now in reserve in the box. I was feeling super confident to face Kabugo in the mines, but Gary's slowly becoming my new favorite Pokemon. I am getting pretty attached to him. His death will be tragic. Yeah, that's called foreshadowing. Well, that sucks. I tried to cheer myself up by finding a Hatena I named Lo-Fi, but when that didn't really work, I turned to the next best thing. Shopping therapy. We go to the weird pun name hotel and was challenged by Marnie. Anyways, then it was time to take revenge on Kaboo. His gym allows you to catch, so I decided to treat it like a normal encounter. So, here's Sam Elliott the Sizzlepede. After that, it was nothing but free XP. And I mean, Raya evolved! Have fun in doggy heaven, you two. And after a dozen bubble beams and a big bird, we have our third badge. Now that the first loop was completed, I decided to go back into the wild area to complete the areas I couldn't get before. And, I flipped to Tails, I reflipped to a Tails, I flipped to Tails, finally got a heads in an area I couldn't catch. I tried again, and I killed the encounter! Until finally, I stumbled into a Scorpy that I forgot to name. So, hi Scorpion. Super original name, I know, but listen, I'm frustrated. But with Scorpion, it looked like I was finally turning my luck around. So I also got Little Freak the Zigzagoon, Riding Nerdy the Dottler, who killed the vibe, and Masha the Woobat. And after being forced through so much exposition, we lost Scorpion to Team Yell over God's weirdest joke of all things. Which led me to begrudgingly bring in Wurmple. Realizing that I needed to train more, I started to grind when I killed Arthur too, so hi, Lo-Fi. Next, it was time to take on Bee, but I wasn't really worried since I had Plunge still, so she took out Bee's first two Pokemon with ease. But I started to get nervous when the Dynamaxed Machamp came out. Plunge wasn't at full health, and the smart thing to do would be to switch her out. But I misclicked and left her in the fight. I healed her and could only pray for the best when she lived. For now. We repeated that song and dance before I remembered Machamp's other move, Max Chi Strike.
Chi Strike, oh fuck. Oh, come on, that was nothing, I was worried for nothing.
I deal some good damage to him with Plunge before sending out Freya to deal the killing blow. And just like that, we have the fighting badge too. And after that was our favorite thing, more forced exposition. Oh, and Wurmple tried to evolve, but he doesn't deserve rights, so. Then, the worst thing came. As a balance to the reflip the coin option, I also gave chat a no mercy button. For a slightly higher price, they could choose to kill any of my team. At that time, I had Plunge, Monkey, Freya, Wurmple, Lo-Fi, Masha, Sam Elliott, Lil Freak, and Riding Nerdy. And one of them was going to die. And for once, it wouldn't be my fault. But in a freakish turn of empathy, or pity, they asked if they could use those points instead to revive Gary, so yeah! And after just one battle, Gary proved he was back for real by evolving. Oh, and so did Lo-Fi. Plus, we got this weird little guy I named Morb. We grinded a bit more, having learned my lesson, before taking on Opal. Her gym is a weird one. It involves a freakish control over the universe, but you're fine if you know the answers. Which, hi! Yeah, no, this is like my 7th time playing this gym. Oh, we're fine. It's fine. The battle wasn't too interesting, but I did get to finally use most of my team to sweep through. Terry took out the Mawile, Freya the Togekiss, and Plunge took out the Weezing and Alchemy. Whew, we survived the fairy gym, and managed to not get kidnapped by the creepy old lady. No, Bede took the bullet for that. Then we're told that the important story's happening, but it's off screen, so what's the point? Who knows, but now Hop is challenging us, but honestly, he just needs to stop. A new counter decided to mess around and found out, because nothing can stop me and Gary.
Shit!
Completely deflated by the loss of our best boy, I decided to put this run on hold so that I could grieve. It would take a full IRL month before I could even bear to come back, because of a silly little rock boy. I wasn't sure how I was going to move on, especially when my first encounter back was God's mistake with Sandaconda. But I would try. For Gary. Okay, now the game is just actively trying to get me to quit. Well, with a new slot open, I thought that maybe, just maybe, there could be something to this dumb little dirt snake. But no, I was right all along. The remaining Pokemon in my box was questionable at best. I might be in some actual trouble here. The next gym could be easily swept by Monkey, except for the ace, Carkol. I desperately needed to find a water or ground type move in order to stand a chance. I started scouring through every single moveset when I discovered that Terry, the Ninetales, can learn Dig. He'd be weak to their attack, sure, but I have a shot. Before now, I always thought Gordy was kinda goofy, but today, when I have nothing but a gay dog and a shaky plan at best, I wasn't ready, but I faced him. The first few Pokemon were simple. Monkey took out the Barnacle and Stonejourner, and Plunge took out the Shuckle, but then the Carkol came out. I answered with Terry and even managed to get the first hit. But it wasn't enough. And we lost Terry. And despite that monster's size and bulk, he could outspeed any of my teammates. And that's when the panic really started to set in. It became a decision about who I could risk losing. That is, until we remembered that Morb knows Sucker Punch, a move that is almost guaranteed to go first. So, against any and all instincts that I had, I sent him out and managed to hit first. But it wasn't enough. So, I switched out to Red and Nerdy to allow him to fulfill his job. Death fodder, and to time out that Dynamax. Well served, Red and Nerdy. Well served. Then, with little hope, I sent out Monkey, praying that I could outspeed. And I did! I grabbed the ground badge and went to the Pokemon Center. We had a little funeral, mostly for Terry. I hope you have all the things in the world to burn up in heaven. Keep these two safe, huh? I trust ya. And decided to grab Little Freak and Sam Elliott to fill in those last two spots. And that's when I noticed I had a lot of work ahead of me. While grinding, chat decided to give me the gift of choosing who to revive, Terry or Gary. It was a difficult decision. I loved them both so dearly, but I decided to bring back our best boy. More story happened, I stole Hop's lunch money, and I got a new encounter. I went to the exclamation point hoping for a Delamize, but I got a Pinchurchin I named Sparks. But Lo-Fi evolved, so that's cool. I beat Marnie, and chat decided to reward me by reviving Terry too. And I know what you're thinking by now. Wow, this challenge doesn't seem that hard if you just keep bringing back your best. But let me put something into perspective here. The cost to revive was 25,000 points. That's over 100 hours of watching me at
twitch.tv/catastrophe.
This wasn't some easy prize. These were decisions. Anyways, it's time to take on Piers. Monkey easily won against the Scrafty, Plunge had a close victory over the Malamar, and feeling a bit cocky, I threw out Lo-Fi to handle the Obstagoon. She shuddered, I ignored it, he attacked, she lived, and she hit back. But then, I was in a tight spot. I thought to heal stall, but in my panic, I clicked on the wrong Pokemon to heal. I was so ready to say goodbye to our pretty lady when Obstagoon used Obstruct, and we were safe. I traded her out with Monkey, and he finished the job. Then, as a victory lap, I let Gary take out the Skuntank. We got the Dark Badge. Then we were told a giant Pokemon was rampaging, and honestly, I think I had the perfect reaction to this off-screen action.
Oh no, what could be going on? Guys, I'm so nervous. Ah.
I decided to train up a bit more, realizing that I had just one gym to go before the finale. Little Freak evolved, and this is what he gets. So, I take Sparks and head straight to Raihan. I mean, he was gonna be death fodder no matter what level he was, so. Raihan is an interesting challenge, being all double battles. But given how diverse my team was, I wasn't worried. He starts with Gigalith and Flygon, I start with Gary and Plunge. Together, we took out the Flygon before turning towards Gary's dad, who was dead set on taking Gary with him. Not wanting to lose our boy again, I switched him out for Monkey, and Plunge took out the Rock Dad, which dragged out Duraludon. I switch out Plunge for Terry and start Monkey on the chip damage. Then, of course, the Skyscraper Dinosaur became a bigger skyscraper. I thought that I could have Terry outspeed with Dig, but wasn't so lucky. So, I turned to my next plan. I sent out Lo-Fi and made her a giant woman. A giant woman! And immediately almost got knocked out by a steel move. I answer with a Max Starfall, and that tragically did not do enough damage. I used Monkey's turn to heal her and let Our Lady take the skyscraper down. Oh, and then Monkey took out God's second joke with a drum beat. I couldn't believe it. A rookie Nuzlocker like me managed to get all of the badges. The fact that I might actually win this round was becoming real. So, I had to get serious. I needed to train a bit more, and yeah, you know where this is going. Once again, I was in trouble. The next big fight was steel types, and without a ground or fire type at my disposal, I had little chance of winning. I'm panicked and trying to figure out just where I could possibly find... Wait. In the wild area, there was a secluded part where the evolution spawned, and if I was lucky, I could get a Flareon. I had such a slim chance of winning that bet, but I had to try. No. Elgato, come on! Oh, there we go. One Flareon. Him named Jesus. Oh, and, Gary tried to learn Explosion. Like, dude! Back on track, it was tournament time. Our first victim was Marnie. Next was Hop, but come on.
I kind of don't want to Dynamax just to see what happens. Hailstorm? That's why she said Hailstorm! Okay, I'm fine. I still hit him 1 KO though.
Then, oh no, it's endgame time! Leon is running late, which is just now shocking. Piers is here. We play a little hide and seek. Oh hey, Rose Tower. We fight the entire staff on easy mode. Olena makes a face, and beep bop up, she is out. With no close calls whatsoever. And then we get this weird scene that happens.
I'm worried about the energy future. I mean, we're gonna run out of energy in 100 years. Okay, so let's just start enacting policies. No, I'm making the rules. I'm going to destroy the world now in order to save it. I'm gonna walk away with a stern warning. Just don't destroy the world in order to save it. That's a bad plan. Oh, if only they knew. I'm the chairman. I do what I want.
Anyways, it's Tournament Arc Part 2. This time with gym leaders. First was Nessa, but I have Monkey and Sparks. Up next, B, but I have a big bird and a big lady, so. Last in this section was Raihan. And I'm not gonna lie, his battle scared me a little bit. Last time I faced him, I lost 2 members and won by what felt like sheer luck. But my team came in clutch, and I was worried for nothing. Then we're given a clip of our boys staring off, wondering how we just got this far, and yeah, same. But of course, we didn't really take care of the big bad earlier, so now it's time to hop into action and go to the forest and get a stray dog. Yeah, no, that's what I thought we should do too. But the dogs ran off, so all I got was this rusted sword. Look, I'm not saying it wouldn't help smack around the chairman, I'm just saying I would have preferred the dog. And finally, it was time to take down the man who makes all of the rules. But I have Jesus, so I don't know why he bothered showing up. He admittedly almost died, but my point still stands. Then, like a true politician, it's time to clean up the previous guy's mess. Eternatus, the mightiest Pokemon of this region, who can destroy things with his massive cannon and... yeah, he can't hit Lo-Fi, so... Then, for round 2, it's done Raid style, the game's newest battle style that I haven't really done up until now. Not that it matters, we can't even hit it. So, we action movie the Hand of God, and I catch him first try. After all of that, I was feeling exhausted. But I knew that just one battle sat between me and the end of this long journey. Leon, the strongest champion we've seen in a while. I didn't feel ready. But when would I ever? So, he sends out Aegislash, and I start with Gary. I set up Stealth Rocks and switch to Monkey. Aegislash spams Flash Cannon, dealing way more damage than I would have liked. And so I switch between Knockoff and Heal Stalling. 1 Mon down. Next is Cinderace, who I answer with Sparks, praying that he would somehow be better than he actually was. But I was unfortunately right, and he died after a couple rounds. So I send out Gary and immediately heal him. Cinderace uses Quick Attack for next to no damage, and next turn he tries the same song and dance that he did with Sparks. But Gary's our big boy now. He takes out the rabbit easily with a rock throw. Next is Haxorus, and I send out Lo-Fi. He outspeeds and nearly kills her in one go. But our girl has been through too much to go down that easily. She knocks him flat. Next is his Dragapult, so I send out Hand of God. The little ghost guy tries Dragon Breath, and I obliterate him. A measured response, I think. Next is Seismitoad, so I get Monkey back out there. Turns out that absolute unit is fast, so he outspeeds and poisons Monkey. Well, that's fine. 1 Drum Beat is all it takes. And suddenly, I realize I might actually have a fighting chance. But no matter how strong Leon's terrifying Charizard is, we have the numbers. And best among them was Gary. I send him out, feeling brave after Stealth Rock took out half of his health. We both Dynamax and face off. But Charizard outspeeds and takes Gary out for good. That was for Gary. And that's it. I was officially the champion. It took me 4 total runs and countless hours of grinding, but I got there. I did that. I would have loved to have Gary there to revel in the victory, but I know he would have wanted us to celebrate regardless. And maybe I will tomorrow, when my heart stops pounding out of my chest. But for right now, I'm going to remember this. I beat the champion. And that's enough.
I am the champion. I am the new chairman. I make the rules. And the rules say, good night.